Okay, hello everyone. So I should be popping up live in just a second, and I am so excited because we finally have the official Crystal Isles map, and hopefully we'll be coming in live in a second. Let me just see how this is coming through. Yep, you look like we are here. Okay, cool. So everyone, I am going to actually show you guys some of the official map. Let me just get to where I can actually see this. Alright, this should be restarting in just a second. So sorry about that, guys. But please bear with me. And I'm just going to make sure we're actually coming up live. There we go. Okay, awesome. So please let me know in the comments if you guys can see me. Oh, hey, Emily, welcome. Welcome, Crunchy Puppy, Julian, Giovanni, Leo, Apricots. Awesome. Looks like we've got a bunch of people here. So I'm going to be chatting on my phone because I threw this stream together really fast. This was all a surprise that Ark actually launched the Crystal Isles already. And oh my gosh, you guys, check this out. Is this beautiful or what? So the mod version of Crystal Isles was amazing, but the official version is nuts. I am loving this. Okay, so already I'm seeing a lot of changes, a lot of improvements. I mean, this is amazing, you guys. There's lots of new islands, even just in this beach area. But today, I don't have a ton of time, but the update is out. The flyer looks amazing. This is the brand new Tropeognathus flyer. And is this guy cool or what? Turns out they've got some red color phases we haven't really seen yet, but I finally figured out how to yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it? I finally figured out how to spawn these guys in. I'll show you guys how to do that and how to use their saddles. So this is pretty crazy. So, I tell you what, let's go ahead and check out this map. We're going to do a tour on the brand new Tropeognathus dinosaur. So, here we go. Now, first of all, the Tropeognathus, I already found a wild one right around here, and let me show you guys on the map where this is. So we are here in the beach. This was actually going to be my #1 base location for starting bases. It's huge up here on this mountain, but they've changed it. They've, taken away some metal spawns, but it turns out that the Tropeognathus actually spawns right over here. And let me give myself a little speed boost here so we can see this better. And right over here in this swampy area, I already ran into a wild Tropeognathus right down here. And I force tamed it. That's the one I'm flying right now. But check this out. This is the location right here. And this is a location where you can tame your own Tropeognathus. Now, here's the downside. You need a chain bola. It's a passive tame, and it has to be chain bolaed in order to actually tame it. So that means you're going to have to get to a level where you can make the chain bola in order to even have a chance at taming this guy. And I'll do a full guide on how to tame a Tropeognathus later. The other good news is the crystal wyverns are here. They are passive, so they will not be killing anybody. I think, yep, here's one. So this is a tropical crystal wyvern. This is the official version, and the official version of the tropical crystal wyverns, they are still not aggressive. If you attack them, they'll kick your butt for sure. But check it out. I'm just hanging out next to this guy, and he is leaving me alone. Thank God, right? Because these guys won't be terrorizing the beaches. Now, when I got close enough to him, check this out, it is going to show that he is a passive tame, but I need to be level 65 in order to try to tame him. Let's see if I can get close enough here. He's also got this really cool kind of translucent pattern to him. Oh, you know why I can't see that? There we go. I had the UI turned off. So it says I have to be level 65 in order to tame this guy. So I'm guessing that means after we hit level 65, we'll be able to actually passively tame these guys. So they might actually be just like on the mod version, where you can kill a crystal wyvern, get some of the primal crystal you need, and you may even be able to harvest the crystals around the map to get some of that. So yeah, I'm going to start chatting with you guys and catching up a little bit, but I wanted to at least show you guys this because this is pretty awesome. So before I catch up a little bit, let me show you how to actually use the Tropeo saddle. Let me put my UI back on. Now you'll notice on the bottom corner, I've got grenades, little icons for grenades and gasoline, and that's because this guy is rocket powered. Now, right now, I don't have the option to sprint with him. He doesn't sprint without fuel. And my left click is just to do his regular attack, and the right click does a different attack, which I think is the one that melts armor, because you can see there's a lot of like spit coming out of his mouth there, and I think that's how you actually do something that debuffs people's armor when you attack them. So, in order to turn this into jet mode, oh, and by the way, there are beavers right where I said they were. So check out my base locations guide. Most of the information I put on there is totally correct so far. So if I hit the control button, now first of all, I have to open up his inventory and actually put grenades into his inventory to have fuel to attack with. And I have to put gasoline into his inventory in order to have fuel to fly with. So I'm going to hit the control button, and that activates his turret mode. So now this guy is jet powered. We've got a jet engine. We can actually dive just like an Argent Avis. I mean, just like a Griffin or a snow owl, which is pretty dang cool. And then we can actually sprint for an even bigger rocket boost. So the sprint now works as long as we're consuming fuel. You'll see a little fuel gauge there above the gasoline, and that shows how much fuel we're actually using right now. And, that'll run out eventually, but I spawned in a bunch of fuel here. So I can also use my left trigger to do his regular bite attack, and the right trigger actually fires grenade rounds. And these are actual regular grenades, and turns out it's a little bit powerful here, you guys. I'm pretty excited about this. So let's show this turtle what's for. Now, this is going to be so much fun flying these guys into combat. Oh, another interesting thing I found is if you land with them, they will actually... Oh my gosh, thank you so much, apricots are good. Appreciate it. If you land with them, they'll actually do this gust attack with their wings, and they can knock over trees, which is kind of crazy. It doesn't always seem to work, but it's pretty cool. So I'm going to start flying around the map, and I'll catch up on chat with you guys, but I want to check out this really crazy new... it's like a rainforest bog biome that wasn't anywhere near finished in the original version. So this is the first time I'm going to see this, so we can check this out together and see what it looks like. So let me catch up a little bit on chat, and I've probably answered a lot of these questions about crystal wyverns and such. Yeah, so this is not available on Switch. Yeah, the Tropeo will look amazing mutated. It looks amazing already, but it's going to be even more insane later. Let me punch in a real quick code here, because I'm pretty sure the dragons in this area are going to kill me if I don't do that. Let me get rid of the UI too, so we can just take in the beauty of this map. I am so excited about this. Well, thank you so much, Apricots Are Good Gaming. Everybody, please give a big thank you to Apricots for giving us a super chat. We really appreciate the tips. That is awesome. So check this out. This is the underground oasis in the desert, and here is the map and coordinates of this. I'll just do this real quick. And it doesn't look like there's any wyverns in here. I'm not seeing anything dangerous attacking me. So this is really cool. This might actually be a safe place to live now. But, I mean, I think we should definitely be seeing something dangerous if there is anything. So that's pretty cool. Oh, hold on. What is this? Oh, looks like we do have dragons. Okay. This guy's pretty crazy looking. And that is definitely a wyvern. I don't think it's a tropical one. So we'll check that out later. I'm going to give him some space. But scratch that. There are definitely dangerous wyverns out here, and I'm sure they'll be aggressive. Man, this looks so much better in the final version. Even these plateaus up here in the desert are pretty cool. So you can see in the distance we've got the volcano, and we've got the floating islands behind that, which I want to check out too, because they were not finished in the mod version. But I really want to see how this swampy area looks. Also, I haven't had any crashing issues, which has definitely been a problem on the mod version. So this is pretty cool, you guys. Man, I love the swooping of this guy. Oh, this is awesome. They've actually added a lot of improvements to this desert area. Now, these are pretty cool. You could actually have like a road going up above all of this stuff and build your bases up on top of these plateaus. This is pretty cool. I might actually have to try that sometime. So it looks like we've got a lot of modifications to the map already. Lots of really good improvements. Like the basic stuff is pretty much the same, but we've got some really awesome additions. So that's pretty exciting. So the DLC is actually out right now on PC. You can download it from the Steam store right now. I'm actually going to post a little guide on how to fix any glitches that you might have if you had the mod version already. So I'll have that live as soon as we're done with this live stream. But yeah, this map is awesome. It's supposed to come out on console in the next couple of weeks to a month. Let me actually change the daytime real quick. Give us a little better view out here. So this is really interesting. It's like a mushroom forest out here. It's kind of a regular foresty area, but this is looking pretty cool. We've got these crazy trees. They were originally saying they would replace these trees with the Genesis giant trees, but it looks like we've still got the originals here. All right, let's see how this comes out. This is pretty cool, you guys. Check it out. I am actually really excited about this whole area. This is so cool looking. So we've actually got some pretty good metal deposits in here at the very start of this. Oh, come on, can I fit? Yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. This is some really cool map decoration here. So we've got these huge trees that are kind of like the bog biome. They've actually got some areas you can build up in the trees, and these are really interesting flowers up here. I've never seen those things before. Yeah, Leo. So it should come out on console in the next couple weeks to maybe a month. It usually takes them at least a couple weeks to get this, all the bugs worked out and get it all set up for console. But I am really liking this area. Wow. So this was all just totally flat and barren before, but now it's kind of like a swampy forest in here. This is actually really cool. Oh man, I've actually got a pretty good view using the first person on this guy too, so I really like that. Now, a lot of these tree roots actually allow you to climb up into the trees on foot, so you can get a pretty cool base going up here in the trees, and quite a few of these platforms you can actually get to. But wow, this is pretty awesome. I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun building in this area. I'll show you on the map where this is, but this is cool. You could definitely get some decent sized bases on some of these plateaus up in the sky, and that would be pretty fun, man. All right, here is the location of this area right here. And this whole section is just a really cool little, forest up here. Man, this is going to be really fun to explore. So, a lot of people might be wanting to come up here. Oh, check this out. This one, I think, has a well on it, so you could actually have a water source way up in the sky, too. So that's going to be pretty fun. Let me know, you guys, if you guys want me to, scout out a certain section on the official version of this map. But for now, we'll just kind of fly around, and I think I'll head up to the floating islands next. But drop a comment if you guys are interested in seeing a specific section, and I will prioritize the ones that get the most votes. Oh, this is so cool. This is going to be such an awesome area to build in. So I'll be releasing another map location guide, like a base location guide pretty soon for the best bases in the Crystal Isles. But I've got one already out based on the mod version, and there will be some amazing base locations for you guys to build in. And that's going to be super helpful to watch that while you're, downloading the official map. Oh, wow. There's some great plateaus up here. I might actually have to rethink trying to live up here too, because this is pretty cool. All right, let me catch up on chat a little bit, and wow, this looks so much cooler. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I keep getting distracted by how beautiful this map is. Like, this is way cooler than it was before. We didn't even have these orange trees up here. Wow. So some of these floating islands will be even cooler to live in right now. Wow, this is so fun. Man, check this out. It's like a swamp floating up here in the Crystal Isles. That's just awesome. Well, I've got some locations I picked out as some of my favorite, most beautiful base locations, but I gotta admit they've certainly added a lot to these floating islands, and even down there on the ground is a lot of cool stuff that's very new, like those plateaus you can build in, and this cave is totally new. This has never been here before. Wow, I think this whole island is new. Check this out, you guys. This would be a really cool base location. Like, you could put a huge tribe in here, and it's partially concealed. So, you'd only have to wall off a couple of the sides of this thing, but wow, this is so cool looking. I'm pretty sure I'm going to just have to do a whole new base locations guide on the Crystal Isles map because, dang, this is just awesome looking. Some nice little nooks and crannies, but these are totally flat under here. So, I mean, this would just be such a cool place to live. And the crystals look way better, too. Oh, and we got a water source. That is always a big plus. Okay, yep, this might actually be a really amazing base location. And check this out. This spot right here, you can only get to, it's got a little bridge here. I mean, this whole island is floating, so you're pretty well safe. All right, let me jump up and try to catch up on some chat here cuz this is pretty crazy. I keep getting distracted by how beautiful this map is. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check out this particular island for some base location possibilities, because wow. Let me give you the coordinates of this thing. Right there on the edge. Okay. Maybe I was underneath the main island. This was all unfinished before today. Wow, these things can really climb, too. Man, I don't even recognize this stuff. This is nuts. Oh man, this is beautiful, you guys. I am so stoked about this new map. Oh, and we have some rich metal nodes hidden here in this lake. That's pretty cool. Give you guys coordinates of that if you're looking for some metal way up in the sky. Man, this is just too much to take in. This is amazing. Oh man, okay, so this used to be just an empty lake with nothing here, and check out this island. I mean, talk about a cool alpha base location. There's just a massive flat plateau with a volcano up here. And I'm willing to bet there's probably some cool nooks and crannies you can hide stuff in here too. This is so awesome. Yeah, this is that huge crystal rock up there. This used to be like nothing on this place before. Wow. Like, I don't even recognize this place anymore. This is so crazy. Well, you guys, I am going to be incredibly busy making guides for you all because this is just nuts. Let's check out that cavern. This used to be unfinished. Okay, so I barely even recognize this area. But this was that lake that was not really a lake. Like, you could just walk around. Oh, man, this is awesome. All right, let's see if we can still get in here. This could be a problem. So this was one of my favorite base locations. This was like, it had a huge cave behind these waterfalls, but let me see if there's even still an entrance to that, because they might have actually blocked it all off. That'll be a bummer if they did, because this was going to be such a cool base. But I'm not giving up yet. Let's see here. I'm willing to bet there might still be an entrance somewhere around here. Could this be it? Let's see. Oh, this looks promising. Score! Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this. This is nuts. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely going to be my favorite base location. This was totally empty before, but look how amazing this looks now. You've got an entire forest in here. This is so crazy. Let me turn off my jets here for a second. Cool your jets, guys. This is so cool. Wow, we've got some metal, it looks like. At least a few spawns here. Actually, pretty decent amount of metal. And this entire area is just a huge place you could build a base. But wow, this looks so much cooler than I thought it would. It's almost like an aberration cave right here in the middle of this floating island. All right, I am so sorry. I have not been keeping up with chat, so I'm just going to stop for a second and let you guys just take in how beautiful this place is. And I'm going to catch up on chat a little bit because, wow, this is so cool. All right, we got some votes for places to go check out. Yep, okay. We'll get there. Yep. Man, this is such a cool map already. Yeah, so far this is only out on PC, but we will be getting lots more content. You guys will be getting it for console in the next couple weeks, probably. Hey, Cole Parmenter, thank you so much. Really appreciate the super chat. That's awesome. Everybody, please give Cole Parmenter a big thank you. Cole has been one of the biggest supporters of this channel for a really long time, and we so appreciate it, Cole. Oh man, this is just this cave just keeps going forever. I don't even know where bosses are. Whoa, there's ruins in here too. This is crazy. This is just like a whole different map, you guys. I can't even get over how awesome this place is. Oh, and there's a tunnel here. Okay, I gotta explore this a little bit. I was planning to just make this a very quick little map guide, but this is just crazy. Well, it looks like we're actually coming out onto the bottom of the island, and looks like we've got another little hidden location here. So let me show you where this entrance is real quick, just in case you guys want to check this out later when you're playing the Crystal Isles. So yeah, apparently right here is a secret hidden entrance, and the other entrance is back there on the waterfall at the very top of the falls. So check this out. This is just crazy. Well, so much for everything we thought we knew about the Crystal Isles. This is such a great hidden cave. Like, you can't even see it back here. But this, I believe, is the entrance over here. I've already lost track of it. Yep, here we go. And this just opens up into a massive cavern. This is insane. Oh man, look at all that crystal down here too. We're definitely going to have all of that we need. Well, okay, I gotta move on. There's so much more of this map to see, but wow, just wow. I am so excited about this, you guys. It's going to be so much more to explore than I thought, and these floating islands biome is just totally changed from what it was before. Oh, well, thank you so much, Issa Dragon. I am so glad to have more subscribers always. Yeah, definitely. If you guys have not subbed to this channel yet, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to enable all notifications because I'm going to be doing a lot of guides on the Crystal Isles map. And this is just a first look at this crazy map. But I've already got some helpful guides on, the best base locations in the Crystal Isles and things like that. But, a lot of that's going to change. I'm going to be making some new guides, and very soon, actually, because a lot of this is totally changed up here. Wow. Now, this is another of my favorite locations up here, and this is just cool. It was amazing looking before, but let's see how this looks now. Oh man, this pond is still beautiful. Just totally beautiful. But it looks way cooler now, man. We've actually got some decent dinosaurs flying around out here. Oh gosh, this is awesome. Sorry guys, I am just freaking out by how awesome this map is. Like, I cannot believe how cool it is. So there's going to be a lot of new caves to explore that are floating up in the sky now. A lot of things have just really changed. So we'll be back. We'll definitely take a look at more of this stuff. But let's go check out the volcano now. How's that sound? Oh, yeah, Maurice. So at the beginning of this guide, I actually showed some of the crystal wyverns. There was a tropical crystal wyvern in the southern beach area, and we'll probably run into some more wyverns too on our travels. So if you watch the stream for a while, I'm sure we'll be bumping into some. Wow, this lava river looks way cooler than it used to on the mod version. Gonna try not to get my brand new jet powered fighter jet dino killed all of a sudden. I wonder if we'll actually have some caves working in here. There was one spot that looked like it had the potential to be a really cool cave, and I'm gonna just see if I can find it real quick because I wonder if it'll be open now. So I am actually flying on the brand new Tropeognathus flyer, and this guy is he's never been in Arc before. Now, actually, any of you guys who have updated Arc on console, can you guys let me know if you have the Tropeognathus spawning on other maps? Because there have been at least rumors saying that the Tropeo would be showing up on some of the console maps too, some of the other maps that's never had this guy. So I'd love to know if anybody's been able to actually fly on the Tropeognathus yet. Yeah, this new dino has a jetpack and a rocket launcher. So these are grenades. I'm actually shooting regular grenades. Oh, I don't want to break these trees. They're just too beautiful. I don't think this little mountain was even here before. This is actually pretty cool. I'd like to have a base there. Okay, let me see if I can figure out this one cave spot that I had before. Oh, let's see. Okay. This is a little nook here. But let's just see here. Does this go anywhere? No, it's just got some metal, some crystal, some gems, red gems right here. Show you the location of this real quick. But, you could wall this off and have a nice little hidey cave. Not very big, but pretty cool. Alright, let's go back to exploring and check out this volcano. Yeah, Hacky, it is actually out right now. So this is the Crystal Isles official version, which is available for download on PC at this moment on Steam, and should be coming out on console in the next couple of weeks for console players too. Just takes a little longer for them to work out all the, conversion and work out all the bugs and stuff like that for console. But man, I will be doing a lot more guides and we'll probably just spend a little time just flying around this crazy map now that it looks so amazing. I mean, this is just nuts, you guys. Totally insane. So, where should we check out next? I kind of want to see what the there is a island that's got all kinds of crazy lightning and electricity, and I kind of want to go over there next and see what that looks like. What do you guys think? Yeah, so this is completely free. The Crystal Isles DLC is totally free, and you can download it right now on PC. Man, I'm so sorry I can't even keep up with chat. Well, so much going on. Yes, this is totally live, Peppa, and I can chat with you guys. It looks like we got some Argent Avis down there. That's cool. This map just looks so much better. I mean, it's just a night and day difference. It's like a whole new map compared to the mod version everybody has been playing. So I'm actually using the new Crystal Isles dino. This is the Tropeognathus, and this is basically a jet fighter dinosaur. Oh, King, you said it's coming out in September for console? That's a bummer if it's going to take that long. I mean, I would expect usually a couple weeks to a month is how long they usually take. All right, we'll check this out. So this dyno is actually powered by gasoline. You have to put the gasoline in its inventory, and let me turn my UI back on. You can see on the very bottom middle of my screen, I have a little icon for grenades. These are regular grenades, just like the ones you usually use, but we can actually fire those as ammo. And then every time I boost, you'll see I'm using up a little bit of fuel here, and that's actually the gasoline that I'm using. So this thing is gas powered. Oh, where was that Ghost Island place? Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there we go. Okay. This looks totally different now. It's crazy. So, for anybody who's wondering on the Tropeognathus, if you can't sprint with it without having using the fuel, and to activate the jet engine, you hit the control key on PC. So if I turn it off, I just go flying normal, and it's really slow. But as soon as I hit it, it flies like a basically like a Griffin. It's crazy fast. We can dive bomb, and we can actually sprint using the fuel. You can't even sprint without having fuel attached. So this guy's going to use up a lot of your gasoline, but I may actually show you guys a place you can get ridiculous amounts of gas, tons of oil anyway. So we'll check that out in a minute. But first, let's see what this area is like. This should be really interesting. So, in order to tame the Tropeognathus, I already checked this out because I already found a wild one in the southwestern side of the map. Whoa, this place is crazy. So, these are actually water, and you can swim in these giant bubbles of water. Pretty crazy already. But this area looks so much better now. Checking to see if there's as much lightning. We'll see about that. So far, it looks like a lot less lightning. But these crystals look crazy. We still got our water bubbles. That's great. But I don't seem to have as much lightning. I wonder if that's weather. Oh, here we go. There's some lightning going on here. Alright, that's cool. Now this is totally new. We've just got little water bubbles everywhere in this cave. This is pretty fun. Whoa, this is crazy, you guys. What is this stuff? Alright, we'll definitely have to come back and check this out, but this looks like this might be a cavern that goes back pretty far. This is definitely new. Whoa. Alright, well that's different. Okay. Well, cool stuff, right? This whole area is just nuts, but I don't think any of this was here before. So if you're looking for pearls, you can actually swim into these water bubbles. Let's actually see if I can land for a second. Don't want to get this guy actually into a water bubble. Oh, and hey, we found an artifact. That's cool. Alright, try to land here. Can I land? Doesn't seem like I can land. There we go. Okay. So I'll show you guys real quick. I might actually die because there's usually like electric eels and stuff in here. Okay, this one's a little different. So before, on the mod version, those actually had water in them. But, you know, we'll see how that turns out. I'll have to explore this a little more. But right now, there is so much more of this map to check out, and I definitely want to check it out. So, cool stuff. This is definitely a really cool biome. Now, from what I hear, they had these liquefied dinos out here on the mod version. They are not in the official version, unless we see one flying around. I could be proven wrong, but that's what they said so far, is that they would not have the liquefied dinos out here. But still, this area is pretty dang cool. Oh gosh, chat is going so fast I can't even keep up with it, man. All right, Brian, I'm gonna have to actually ban you if you don't stop spamming. So this is not the place for that. Also, nobody here is gonna agree with you because Ark is pretty awesome, and we're all excited about this new thing. All right, so enough of that. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys excited about this? Wow, seriously, Brian, this is such a pain. I'm gonna have to ban you. Goodbye. So anyway, now you guys know if anybody, spams in my chat, they will be banned pretty quickly because it's just, don't want you guys to have to get that ruin for everybody. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. So, yeah, it's kind of like the guy driving the bus, don't make me stop this bus. Everybody has to wait until I can ban somebody being dumb. So, there you go. Yep, exactly. So anyway, this is actually, I'm really excited to check out this place too. Yeah, don't worry, he's gone, he's gone. All right. So this mountain has a massive cave inside of it, and this whole area was totally unfinished before. So it's probably pretty cold. If I didn't have God mode turned on right now, just to show you guys around, I'd probably be freezing to death, but we'll see how this goes. All right. So, thank you so much, Apricots. So appreciate the tip. Everybody, please say thank you to Apricots. Yeah, we really appreciate the support. Thank you. Okay, I am trying to find the entrance to this whole mountain, and I'm sure it's around here somewhere. There's a huge waterfall, and we'll see how it looks on this one. Hey, Kaya on fire. Welcome. So glad to have you here in the chat. Yes, we have Crystal Isles downloaded on PC and I'm showing everybody around. We've already checked out some of the most beautiful biomes and I am amazed how much it's changed. Here we go. So check this out, you guys. This is actually oh, and by the way, did I tell you guys you can move just like a Tapehara with this new Tropeognathus dino, and it flies backwards, forwards, all that stuff. But then if you hit Control, you turn on the jet engine, and you can do all of the epic jet engine maneuvers too. So this guy's pretty awesome. Right click will actually fire the grenade launcher. So yeah, good stuff for anybody just joining us. So we'll talk more about this guy pretty soon. I'll give you guys some guides and tips on how to tame a Tropeo. But check this out. This is the location I'm at right now, and we're going to check out the huge crystal cave for the first time I've ever seen this on the official version. Now this place is massive, and it should be pretty insane now that it's finished. Oh, wow. Okay, this is already way cooler, you guys. Dang. I mean, this was cool in the mod version, but check this out. Looks like we've got a deep enough water to have a pretty good water pen in here. And I think this cave will actually allow us to get some water dinos in here. So that's pretty cool. Let's check this out. Oh, wow. This looks so much better, you guys. This is awesome. I'll show you guys the other entrance. I'm not sure if you can get a raft through here because that ice might actually block you, but I think these channels go all the way out to the ocean. So here's the other way to get in here. Right here. And there might be an entire massive cave system back here too. So I'm going to try not to get lost. But this is a huge cave back here. I mean, it just goes on forever, and it's probably big enough for maybe a couple of alpha tribes. I mean, it is just ridiculous. It looks way cooler in its finished version, too. Dang. So, on the mod version, we actually had some, oh, is this a way out here? Nope, just banging my head on the ceiling. Okay. In the mod version, we had a long way that just would go back forever in these caves, so we'll see if I can find that. They might have actually blocked it off because it was really largely unfinished before. So it looks like that's another way out. Yep, okay. So the extra cave system may actually not be here anymore, which is probably good. I mean, it was just pretty excessive, honestly. Yeah, I know my mic is on mono. Sorry about that. Well, let's see if this goes back any further. Oh, looks like we found it. Okay, cool. Let's see how far this goes. Oh, wow, you guys, check this out. Okay, this is definitely awesome. Yep, we have got a lot more cave back in here. So if you get along with another alpha tribe, you could probably have two alpha tribes back here. I mean, this is pretty crazy. And we'll see how far back this goes, but if this is anything like the mod version, this just keeps going forever, and I might get totally lost. We'll just have to see. Wow. So, are you guys excited about this? This is such an awesome map. And let me know in chat, where would you guys like to check out next? We've already been going for a little while. We've checked out some awesome biomes on the eastern side, but we still need to head towards the west and check out all the new stuff back there. So as soon as I can find my way out of here, I mean, when I say this cave is big enough to get lost in, it's big enough to get really lost. So hopefully I won't look like an idiot and get trapped in a cave for the rest of this stream. But I think this might be the way out right here. Okay, yep, this is looking good. Perfect. Well, every time I see a new finished version of this map, I find a new favorite area, because this is pretty crazy. Yeah, we actually checked out the desert biome a little bit. Let's see here. Let me get out of here. There's some good metal spawns right at the entrance of that cave, too. Wow, were we in there all day? That's crazy. All right, well, what do you say, guys? We got the redwood out here. We've got, I gotta check out the jungle. Man, the jungle was actually pretty unfinished before, too. And I am definitely wanting to see what that turns out to look like. Yeah, the bee cave is really cool. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly the coordinates. I'll have to actually reference my own guide to find that. But oh, we actually have some pretty good metal and crystal back here too. Nice. Oh yeah, you guys want to try to find some crystal wyverns? Let me check out the beach area. I haven't actually been around that very much during this stream. We'll see if we can find some crystal wyverns flying around there. Does that sound good to you guys? Oh, well, I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the new Wyvern. And, once again, I'm sorry I missed a lot of chat, you guys. I've been having trouble keeping up with everything going on. A lot of really cool stuff to see. Well, thanks. I'm still a relatively new channel, so it takes a while to grow to 10 million subscribers. But, we're on our way. And definitely, if anybody here has not subscribed, it would help a lot if you do go ahead and subscribe. Definitely would appreciate that. Wow, I'm pretty sure this whole island here was totally new. This actually would be a pretty cool base location, too. Looks like it'd be pretty hard for enemies to get to you up here. You could fortify this pretty well. Got some good metal. I'm going to have to completely redo my base locations guide because there's just so much new stuff to see out here. So I think this is the jungle area. And if that's correct, I think I think this is where that cave was. Maybe not. All right, let's not spam chat, you guys. I'll talk more about stuff later. All right, let's see. This is so different. I'm not even sure where this is exactly. Yeah, if anybody spams, I am not going to answer you if you spam. Sorry. Check this out. This is crazy. So this is definitely the jungle biome. It just looks so different now. It's like this bottom area is totally total swamp now. This is crazy. All right, I'm going to turn it to daytime so we can see better. There we go. That's much better. All right, let's check this out. This is so cool looking, you guys. The jungle does look very different. Like the trees used to be much more unique. I don't know. Do we still have all the cool red flowers in these trees? Maybe if I get closer. I gotta say, I really like the ferns that are here now. That's a very nice improvement. Now this whole area around the jungle has like a really nice plateau you can build on. Actually, a lot of nice plateaus now. They've changed so much of this map. This is crazy. But I really like how this looks. So there's like one path that goes up to this whole plateau area. So it's a totally flat plateau. Let's see if it's still covered in obsidian. Yeah, it looks like there's still a lot of obsidian up here. So this is still a great place to go if you need a lot of obsidian. I'll give you guys the location of this area. And we've still got some pretty open spaces up here. So this is pretty great. So yeah, check that out. That is the Jungle Plateau. It's another one of my favorite base locations out here. Okay, I think I'm starting to get my bearings, but wow, everything is so different. It's really hard to keep track of it all. Is this a cave or just a little nook? Yeah, it looks like it's just a little nook. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to check out any bosses right now just because that's going to take a while to find those. And I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for the land and how cool everything looks now. Okay, here we go. This is the spot I was looking for. Justin Lim, I will not answer you if you are spamming, and I don't want to ban you, so please stop spamming. I will get to that. Alright, so check this out. This is a cool little island right here in the middle. Oh, here's another thing. Okay, so there were lead sichthies all over the map on the mod version. I haven't seen any. Oh, never mind. Official version definitely has lead sichthies. What is this guy even doing? Dude. Okay, yep. So I was in the middle of saying I haven't seen any lead sichthies yet, which is really great. So apparently they are here. So, since I hate these guys so much, let's just see if we can do this. Yeah. So, if anybody's new here, we are testing out the new Tropeognathus, and if we hit the control button, we can switch him into jet fighter mode. If we load him up with grenades, he will actually use his grenade launcher. And if we load him up with gasoline, he can use his jet engine. So I've just got to take this guy down because I hate whales so much. And I'm gonna stop what I'm doing just to blow this guy up. That's how much I hate whales. So I love living on a raft. That's like my favorite thing. So I'm gonna have to rethink that strategy a little bit now that I'm on this new map with a lot of lead sichthies because there's a lot of shallow areas, and a lot of these things are gonna be a real problem having so many leads out here. But I have to say, this will be pretty cool having this Tropeognathus here. Well, I think we did a good job blowing him up. Yeah, he seems pretty toast. All right. Wait, am I stuck? No. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's a really cool cave right here I want to show you guys. Oh, looks like we got some raptors spawning here now too. So this is my location right here. All right, here we go. All right, Justin. Once again, I hate having to stop the stream just to ban people, but my gosh. All right, now you're banned. Way to go. So, if anybody doesn't heed my warnings and just wants to spam, I'm just going to ban you. Sorry. I mean, I hate to do that. I hate to stop it for everybody, but that's just what we got to do if anybody's going to be crazy. All right, so this area has a lot of metal, lots of crystal, but check this out. This is actually a entrance to a secret cave, and I want to see how cool this looks now. I should be able to fit in here okay, but I might have to have my jet engine turned off to do this. Oh no, am I too big to fit? Let's see here. Okay, check this out. So this whole cave is loaded with crystal, and it looks like it still has the pearls too. That's really cool. It's a little bit tighter in here than I thought it would be. Tropeognathus is a bit bigger than like a Tapehara. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. So we've got all these really cool crystal formations and everything. This cave actually looks way cooler than it used to. And it goes all the way through the mountain and shows up on the other side. And there we go. Now we're in the middle of the jungle. Also, these plant species Z, I think. There's actually quite a few of them on this map. So yeah, the jungle area is really cool. Yeah, Azer, I'm actually going to do a lot of PvP based location guides, PvE based locations, and lots of material resource guides. So we'll be showing you a lot of that stuff very soon. So keep an eye out. I mean, if anybody has not subscribed to this channel yet, definitely subscribe, ring the bell to enable all notifications because I'm going to have a lot of new Crystal Isles content coming out. But I'm basically going to be focusing entirely on showing you guys where to get all the best resources, where to build the best bases. We'll be doing a guide on how to tame a Tropeognathus, and I've already found where they spawn, which is pretty cool. Been playing on this map for like less than an hour. So, yeah, lots of really good stuff. Oh, let me ask you guys for some feedback. So I was thinking my first guide that I'm going to make is actually the starting zones. Which starting zone is the best on Crystal Isles map? And if you guys want to let me know in the comments right now, would you guys like to see a guide on the best starting zones in Crystal Isle so you know where to even start and what it's going to look like when you spawn in one of the zones? So there's like, I don't know, I want to say 6 or 8 starting zones in this new map. And I can actually give you guys some pretty good, pretty good ideas of what it's going to be like to spawn in one of those starting zones. I gotta say though, I think this is going to be my preferred base location because first of all, I love the ocean. You can see my other Tropeognathus I spawned in. And this area is just really cool. There's a good water source right up here. There's lots of plateaus. It's a very cool place. There's actually beavers on the coast right down here. It's on the edge of a swamp. And we had some people requesting some information about crystal wyverns, which I already talked about at the beginning of this stream, but I'll talk a little bit more about that. All right, cool. Looks like we got a lot of people who would like to see some starting zone location guides for the Crystal Isles. I think that's probably the best place to start. So around here, I saw a Crystal Wyvern just a little bit ago, and I'm going to see if I can find him again. He should be around here somewhere. So the crystal wyverns, at least the tropical crystal wyverns, even though we thought they were going to be totally different in the mod version, they're actually basically the same, it looks like. So they are passive, or at least they're neutral, they're not aggressive. And the crystal wyverns are actually a passive tame, which is kind of crazy. But when I ran up to one, it said you need to be level 65 in order to feed this, which makes me think we're going to have to feed them to tame them. So right around here there was a crystal wyvern, and let me show you the location here because this is actually where I found the wild Tropeognathus too. He was just flying around this swamp and he just landed in the middle of the swamp. So I know for sure Tropeognathus spawn right here in the wild. And you can only tame them with a chain bola because when I ran up to the wild one, it said it said it's not ready to eat right now. Try a chain bola. So they've been pretty clear about how you have to have a chain bola in order to tame them. So that should be a really interesting tame. We'll check that out sometime soon. But I'll do a whole guide on how to tame one and we'll come up with some good tricks, but you will not be taming a Tropeognathus until you can make a chain bola, and you cannot ride a Tropeognathus until level 65 when you can make the Tropeo saddle. This is pretty cool. It looks like you might actually be able to climb this slope and get all the way up here. So this would actually be a kind of cool starting base location too. There's a lot of really nice plateaus up here. So it looks like in order to tame the crystal wyverns, at least in the mod version, you had to tame them these primal crystals, and you would get those by either killing other crystal wyverns or harvesting some of these actual crystals that you'll find around the map. And apparently, like the bigger the crystal, the more taming effectiveness it has. And then the ones you get from killing wyverns are actually they're actually like kibble. So we'll see how that goes, but it looks like if you kill another wild crystal wyvern, you'll actually be able to get some of the materials to tame the other ones. So it looks like we do actually have one of these charge stations, which is pretty cool. So this location is right here. People weren't sure these were going to be here in the final version, but it looks like they are, so that's pretty cool. And somewhere around here, we should actually be able to find some more crystal wyverns. We'll see if they're around here. I actually really like how the Tropeognathus turned out because this guy is just fun using these jet engines, and it seems like he can fly for a really long time when, we're using this gas, so that's pretty great. I'm definitely loving this. So good news, I haven't seen any lead sichthies out here at least, so it seems like they might mostly spawn in slightly deeper water. Although where I found that last one was, pretty small body of water. Yeah, we are on Crystal Isles. So people asked about if there is an aberration area on the Crystal Isles, and it sounds like there is not going to be an actual aberration cave, but if you go underneath some of the new floating islands and the floating islands biome on the northwest side, there are actually a lot of caves underneath those floating islands, and they're very similar to aberration. Like you got all the mushrooms and crystals and crazy stuff growing in there. So I'm actually really loving how those look. So I've been trying to find some crystal wyverns for you guys, but of course they're hiding. It's just like on the first Jurassic Park movie where they couldn't get the Tyrannosaur to come out, and I don't have any goats to, get them to come out for you. So we'll just have to see if we can find them. But how about we check out? Well, actually, where would you guys like to go next? Oh no, it's the white whale. I hate this guy the most. This is my most hated dinosaur on all of Ark, the Alpha Lead And come on, seriously, it's right here in the middle of the ocean biome. This is just wrong. Okay. So I'm gonna have to seriously rethink some of my strategies because I love living on a raft, and that's not gonna be really viable with those things lurking around in the shallows here. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to find some very safe, shallow places to park my raft. But I've got to say, even though a lot of stuff has been like really improved on the Crystal Isles map, and we've got a lot of cool structures that have been added, there's a lot that's stayed pretty much the same. And it looks like this area will still work pretty well. So in order to get up on that mountain, if you build just a couple of ladders, couple stories high, you should be able to climb most of this area, and then you can actually get up onto this plateau, and this is actually going to be a really great place to live. It's massive, and most dangerous thing I've seen up here, even on the official version, is just Dilophosaurs, so I don't think we're going to end up with really nasty stuff attacking you. Alright, we got some votes to go to check out the Griffin Trench. I'm up for that. So let me know if anybody else has any suggestions where you'd like to check out. I'm just gonna fly you guys around. I'll just be your chauffeur on this new Crystal Isles map, and we'll just go for a little while. I'm up for just kind of enjoying taking in this beautiful view. Okay, we got 140 people watching. That's awesome, you guys. So, yeah, if anybody here has not subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe because we've got so much good content coming your way really soon. And we're going to be giving you all kinds of helpful guides, tips, and tricks on how to use all the cool new stuff in Crystal Isles, how to use this new Tropeognathus flyer that I'm flying around in. And we'll do some really fun stuff, but we got some great base location guides coming soon, too. This area is actually pretty cool. It seems like it's changed a little bit, but we've actually got some really great plateaus that weren't actually as good before. So this is one of the biggest Alpha Tribe base locations in the entire Crystal Isles map. So I'll show you guys this in a second. It's actually right across this little bay from one of the best crystal and metal locations. That's that cave we showed you guys earlier. You may have some lead sichthies in your way if you're going to plan to go across the ocean here. But let me check out this plateau. I'm going to show you guys on the map where it is. Just a heads up, Dogs and Junior, if you put so many emojis in one post, YouTube will not allow that to post. Just a heads up. I saw you tried to do that a couple times. Check this out. This is so cool. So this used to be just flat and empty, but now we've got actually some pretty cool forests up here. Let me turn off my afterburner for a second. So there's actually, at least on the mod version, there was a well up here. Used to be there weren't any significant amounts of stone you could use to build with, but looks like we actually have a lot now, so that's actually pretty cool. So let's see if I can find this well, though, because at least on the mod version there was a well up here on this plateau. It's probably still here. They seem like they've kept most of the wells where they were. But that will actually give you a water source, and that'll make it actually pretty comfortable to live way up here in the sky. Well, we'll see if I can find that later. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for... Oh, here it is. Great, okay. So it looks like we actually have this well still here. It's just really hard to see. There we go. So this is actually a well location, so you can build an entire Alpha Tribe way up here. There's only one land access point, and the rest of it is just a massive flat plateau you can live on. And we'll have to see if they've added some better resources. Like, there may be some metal up here. There didn't used to be, but this is actually a pretty cool spot. So let's go check out that Griffin Trench people have been asking about. Oh yeah, Quentin, let me do a dive with the new flyer. So you've got to be level 65 in order to make his saddle, but he can dive just like a snow owl or a griffin, and he's pretty awesome in the sky. But you have to have jet fuel. You've got to actually have his gasoline in his inventory in order to use the dive feature. Because without fuel, he just flies like a Tapehara, but you can't even sprint normally. So when they said in the dossier that they are slow, they are really slow without that jet fuel. But I tell you what, you add jet fuel to just about any flyer, and wow, they go pretty fast. So this is the Griffin Trench right here, and we'll see if there's actually any griffins down here in this valley. They were saying they were probably going to remove. Oh, well, there's a griffin. Hey. I don't think these are going to be crystal griffins, but this is the official Crystal Isles map, and it turns out there's a lot of griffins out here. Like, a lot, a lot. And there's tons of metal down here in this trench, too. So if you're not afraid of griffins, this is a great place to get ridiculous amounts of metal. Now, I've got the Leave Me Alone command currently enabled, which is why I'm not completely dead coming in here. But, wow, there's actually a lot of griffins down here. Stupid amounts of metal, but tons of griffins. Now, in my Crystal Isles base locations guide that I already released, I actually listed this plateau as one of the base locations that I'd recommend because it's right on the edge of this little trench, which has just stupid amounts of metal in there, and you could probably lure some griffins up here to attack you, and if you're needing to tame them, this is actually a good place to live. But this plateau right here is totally safe, totally cut off from land access, and most importantly, if you're living in the desert, there is a well right there. So you can actually tap that off, make a well, and you can live pretty happily right around here. So that's pretty cool stuff. For those of you who just joined, I know a lot of people have joined this stream a little late. I'll show you real quick the oasis. There's actually some wyverns down there, but not as much as they originally had. Can the new dino breed? I would be incredibly surprised if it could not. So I'm pretty sure you could breed Tropeognathus, but I've only seen one on the map so far. So it might take you a while to actually tame more than one of them. Well, this is cool. It's raining in the desert. How often do you see that? But also, how often do you see this in the desert? I mean, this is just cool. Check this out. So we have this beautiful oasis down here, and it looks even better in the final version. Like, it's just a night and day difference. It's like the mod version was just a shadow of what the Crystal Isles map could actually be. Now, I saw a wyvern in here before, and I think he was kind of outside this entrance up here. Let's see if I can find him. But he was definitely not passive. He was trying to attack me with fire before, so... Oh, here we go. Check this out. Okay. This might actually be a tropical crystal wyvern. Yeah, here we go. Check this guy out. Oh, there's a red one. Okay, yeah, we've got a few of these. So, I think these are actually aggressive over here, but you'll still be able to tame them, I think. They might be more of the traditional steal their eggs tames, but we'll have to see. I'm going to see if I can get a little closer to this guy. Actually, tell you what, are these poison wyverns? It's kind of hard to tell, but the ones I found in the south area are definitely crystal wyverns, tropical crystal wyverns. So, this is definitely something to keep an eye out for. I haven't seen many of these actually inside the oasis, but that's something you'll have to deal with if you live in the desert. So, any other votes for where you guys would like to check out? I was thinking I'd go over to the Redwoods, because I haven't checked out the northwest side of the map yet. That's actually a good question. I'm not sure what that white circle around those griffins was, or the wyverns, I'm sorry. This is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of new little plateaus out here, and you could probably put some cool little flyer bases out on these areas. Definitely would be hard for anyone to attack you on that. So, yeah, Dorian, apparently on these Tropeognathus, you can knock them out. Well, you actually, I don't think knock them out. I don't think they're a KO tame, but you can like immobilize them with a chain bola, and from there you can actually passive tame them from what it looks like. Because the tooltip says, it's not ready to eat yet if I walk up to it, and it says, like, try a chain bola. So this is pretty cool. I really like the watercolor out here. So, Azer, when I walked up to the tropical crystal wyvern, it told me that I could only passively tame it. I could only feed it if I was level 65 or above. So I'm guessing they will be a passive tame on the southern crystal wyverns, but the other ones I'm not totally sure. Aquatic biome. Let's see, where would that be? So I've been going around the beach. Whoa, okay. We got titanosaurs. That's good to know. All right. We are kind of out here in the just sort of flatlands. There's a lot of empty space out here. So I would think this would be a great place for giganotosaurs and titanosaurs, but looks like this place is going to be pretty crazy. We've definitely got some big dinos out here. So yeah, beware of that if you're going to live in this area on the map. You might get some titanosaurs. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we find some giganotosaurs out here. This is really interesting. Do you guys see this? Like, I don't know what the deal. Oh, hold on. I bet. Okay. So, do you guys remember in the dossier it talked about how a Tropeognathus can actually draft dinosaurs, so he can follow behind flyers for a speed boost? And I bet that's what that little wind thing is. Yeah, check it out. Okay. So it's almost like those little rings you go through on a lot of racing games. If you fly through that little wind ring, you actually get a speed boost. Check it out. That's really cool. That was me not even boosting. So, turns out if I fly right behind the Pteranodon, I can go even faster. That is actually a really cool feature. I like that. So that's going to be mostly helpful when you're like having a dog fight with some other Tropeognathus. So the floating islands are just made for Tropeognathus to fight each other. Yes, so the rocket needs fuel. You have to load gasoline into the Tropeognathus inventory. And let me turn on my UI for a second. So you can see down there I have 856 gasoline, and that's slowly being used up as I'm sprinting across the map. But I have unlimited stamina if I'm doing that, which is pretty cool. Whoa, is this the sunset or is it just like this out here? This is pretty crazy. Also, I've got grenades. Let me actually load up some grenades here. So I'm going to drop some of these grenades into his inventory. And now you can see on the bottom left side, I've actually got like 80 grenades. And that means my grenade launcher works. So it took me a little while to figure this out, but you have to hit the control button to switch between the afterburners being turned on. So when they're turned off, he just flies like a regular Tapehara. He's unable to sprint, and you can only use his regular bite attacks. But with the fuel turned on, you got your rocket launcher and your jet engine. You can sprint like crazy. You can dive bomb and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I am loving this Tropeognathus here. He is definitely probably going to be my new favorite dino. Nothing like having a jet fighter dinosaur, right? Yeah, this is the time to be moving to PC if you're going to move to PC because the Crystal Isles is going to be amazing. Yeah, this will be pretty rough for newer players for sure. It takes some getting used to, but I am loving it. My gosh. All right, so this is the Redwoods, and we've actually got a pretty cool river that goes through most of the redwood forest. Some really nice waterfalls. This is interesting. Yeah, I really like this waterfall here. So there's actually some really great PvP bases up here. If you don't mind being out in the open, mostly better for PvE, but like right here, we've got huge canyons all the way around these bases. And if you go and live on one of these totally flat plateaus, you can build massive areas and just take over the entire plateau, which is pretty cool. I think this is a really good metal location on the mod version. I just want to see if it's still here. So there should be a river around here. Yep, okay, great. So one of the best places to get metal is right here. See all that rich metal? Yeah, that's still here. That's great. So below this waterfall and all above it is just massive amounts of rich metal deposits. So I'll show you guys where this is real quick. So if you live in the Redwoods, if you like living in the Redwoods, this is a spot to get lots of metal. So, what do you guys want to check out next? It'd probably take me too long to find the bee cave right now. I do want to check that out, but I can't remember the exact coordinates. And it's honestly really hard to find that bee cave. It's very hard to see. Oh, Chris, I know what you're talking about. Okay, it's like the lightning area. That's pretty dang cool. I really like that area. We've actually flown around most of the map at this point. Gonna try to catch up on chat a little bit. Oh, sure. For those of you who have recently joined us, I'll probably wrap up the stream by heading up to this really cool the floating island. So we'll fly through there one more time. So there's not really an aberration zone, but underneath some of these floating islands is kind of like the aberration map. It's very cool. Where is this Eldritch Isle you speak of? That's a good question. I don't think it does any specific like barrel roll type things or anything like that, but it's very maneuverable. Like you can turn really fast on the Tropeo. You can you can dive, you can basically skyrocket really high, really fast. I mean, that's faster than any flyer can climb for sure. And this thing is just like a jet. I mean, it's crazy. We can dive out of the sky. And it's actually really maneuverable too. So this is just going to be so much fun to fly in dogfights. I'm going to do a whole guide on how to tame a Tropeognathus, how to fly it, how to use its saddle, all that good stuff. So keep an eye out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. That will be coming soon. All right, dogs. I don't need to hear about how sad you are. Really? You saw it do a backflip into a barrel roll. I'm going to have to check that out. Oh, interesting. Okay. So if I double tap the jump button, I can do like this interesting yeah, I'm going to have to play with this thing even more. So I've just started using this Tropeognathus less than an hour ago, and it does some pretty cool stuff. So I just, as I was jetting, I double tapped the jump button, and that does this interesting wing attack. Let me see if I can do this on a tree. Yeah, check that out. I wonder if that's the knockback that it was talking about. It seems like I have a little bit of a cooldown before I can do that again. Let's see here. I'm having so much fun learning how to use this Tropeo. This is crazy. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, check it out. I just knocked that tree over. I double tapped the jump button. Alright, let me make it daytime again. Just too hard to see at night. Yeah, the the new map is amazing. I just absolutely love this new Crystal Isles map. Like it's like a totally different map. It's crazy. Oh, cool. Okay. So this right here is the area where you can get basically unlimited oil. Let's actually test this and make sure it still works. So all of these gigantic boulders are just the black boulders are oil. And there's also, it looks like obsidian next to them. I'm just going to verify that real quick. Let me turn my UI back on. Yep, so these are full of oil. And we got obsidian over here too. Yep, good deal. So this area, if you want to have just tons of jet fuel for your Tropeognathus, and you don't mind the fact that it's a lot of really dangerous stuff, it's actually right here on the edge of the cherry blossom forest. And this little island right here has a lot of oil nodes just all over the place. Yeah, there we go. So all of those big black boulders are oil. And you can get stupid amounts of that if you use an ankylosaur to harvest it. So any of these spots around here, the middle of this lake actually looks pretty safe. I'm not seeing a lot of dangerous stuff out here. But if you make a little outpost over here, you can just get tons and tons of oil. Oh yeah, it turns out there's Argents all over the place now. So yeah, maybe not quite as safe as I'd originally thought, but still definitely an awesome place if you can get some defenses up here. And let me just see if there's still beavers over here. Last I checked, this was actually a good spot to find beavers, which was pretty helpful for sure. Because if you can find some, yep, there's some beavers. So you can get tons of wood and, you know, get some beaver dams you can steal stuff from. And it looks like these cattails may actually have plant species X seeds also. So this is actually a pretty cool spot. Also, I just love this whole area. It's just beautiful. And we'll head up into the floating islands next, since we got a lot of votes to check that out again. That's a great question, Apricots. Is it possible to change the color of the jet engine? I doubt it, but that would be pretty cool. This lake is really cool. I like this spot a lot. So Luna Animations. Actually, the console version of Crystal Isles map was never intended to launch today. It usually takes them somewhere between a couple weeks and a month or so to actually finalize the launch version of a map for a console. So it comes out way sooner on PC than you'll see it on Xbox One and PS4. So unfortunately, you guys will have to wait a little bit longer. They have not even announced the official release date yet, but you know, it will be coming and it will be pretty awesome. So definitely something to look forward to. And you can live vicariously through this channel because I will be doing tons of Let's Plays, live streams, and base location guides. So before the map even comes out, you'll be able to get ready for the Crystal Isles and you know, that way by the time it actually comes out on console, you'll know where you want to live and what you want to do. So it should be pretty cool. Oh, check this out. This is cool. So it's like a little tropical side of the floating islands, and it has a actual well here. So you can build a base and have a water supply, which is really nice. I always like having water on my bases because then you don't have to worry about all of that. And I'm not sure how much it rains out here. So, you know, water reservoirs are not always the best thing to rely on. Wow, this is so much cooler than the mod version. I think I could just fly around here all day. This is just amazing. So those of you who are just joining us, what do you think of this biome? This is crazy, isn't it? You know, actually, Explosion Man, I am very curious about that myself. Is anyone here playing the Crystal Isles? I'm sorry. Is anybody here playing Ark on console? And have you found out if the Crystal Isles map has released yet on console? Because they were saying that the Tropeognathus might actually spawn on some of the console maps, and even though Crystal Isles map won't be available yet, there may actually be some Tropeognathus spawning on some of the other maps like Ragnarok, Valgero, all that good stuff. So let me know in the comments if anybody has seen a Tropeognathus on any other map on console. So this is really cool. This is underneath one of the basically the back of the islands, and there's all these cave systems right here. I'm going to show you one of the entrances right here. And even though it's not technically an aberration section of the map, it's like this whole area is just kind of a huge open cavern. What is this? Okay, that was just the lighting. For a second I thought that was a biggest metal node I've ever seen, right? Got disappointed for a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when you guys are playing this on, public servers, a lot of this will be taken over. But, there are so many places you could build bases out here on these floating islands. I think there's going to be enough to go around. It's pretty crazy. So this is all underneath the floating island, and it's just a massive cavern under here. It's going to take a long time to explore all of it, but it's crazy. I'm not even 100% sure where the old caves used to be. Wow, this one's actually pretty empty. Oh, you've heard it's going to be September before this comes out? That's crazy. So it sounds like some people are saying that Crystal Isles comes out on console in September. I'm hoping it's sooner than that, but if not, I will definitely give you guys a lot of great content to see until that time. Oh, there's a place I need to check out up here. This is so different from the mod version, like I hardly recognize it. Okay, yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, I think you're right. The floating islands is the aberration area of this map. Okay, so I am right here, and I think this is going to be a hidden entrance to a really cool area. So let's see if this still works. So far, so good. Yes, I think this is it. So, if this is the same place, this is going to be really cool. Oh no! Did they block off this entrance? Or did they? Well, I'm pretty sure this used to be the entrance to the Dragon Temple, but doesn't look like it's still open. So they've actually closed off a lot of these caves. I'm pretty sure the trailer still had a little clip of that dragon cave, though, so let's check this out. There should be another entrance over here. Yep, looks like the ruins are still up here. Wow, this looks so much cooler now, doesn't it? Now that it has an actual forest. Here we go. Alright. So, we've got some legit ruins still, but they do look pretty different. Alright, let's see if we can get in here. I've got to say, though, this whole area looks so much better actually having trees and everything in here. Well, it looks like the fireflies are still here, but the rock drakes are supposed to be gone. Thank goodness, because those things were crazy. Alright, let's see if we can get in here and explore a little bit. It's a lot easier to find this entrance, but I do still want to see if that other entrance exists. I really liked that secret cave. Oh, check this out, you guys. Nice, we still have snails on the official version. That is amazing because these guys constantly poop cementing paste. And if there's one thing that's amazing to have in your base, it's something that drops cementing paste like once a minute. Alright, looks like this is still pretty similar, and this whole ruin area is just massive. I still need to confirm if you can build in this in the official version, but check this out. This is so cool. This looks so much better on official. That's actually a really good question if you can breed the crystal wyverns. I might have to do some force taming later so I can confirm whether that actually works. But, so this area, if you go into the water, there's some underground caves down there and on this side, and those will all give you stupid amounts of metal. If you jump in the water here and go underwater, at least on the mod version, there's tons of metal in here. So I want to see where this goes, because this used to have a nice little exit that you could go down. Wow, I think they've caved it in. That's crazy. So yeah, looks like you can no longer leave from this side. Although, if you don't mind having people coming in here for the artifact all the time, this still could be a decent base location if it's still buildable. And check that out. Wait, are these pearls no longer in the water? Interesting. Yeah, you can just walk up and grab all the pearls you want. Looks like it is still water, but it's so clear you can't even see it. Interesting. So yeah, definitely a pretty great base location here if you can still build in here. I'll confirm that sometime soon. I'm going to do a whole new base location guide. But for now, I just wanted to see what this looks like, because this is pretty crazy. I wonder if this area is still blocked off. Can we get back here? No. Okay. I also have to check and see if I can land on vertical surfaces with this guy. Doesn't look like it. That was worth a try. So he actually sounds just like a Tapehara. Pretty fun. Alright, so up here is actually another area you can build, at least on the mod version. Once again, I'm going to be confirming once again if any of this stuff is still buildable. But this would be a pretty cool place, as long as you don't mind the ruin damage exponential buff. But, you know, got a lot of snails up here still. That's always helpful. So, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream relatively soon because I've been streaming for like 2 hours. I mean, this has definitely been the most fun I've had on a lunch break for a long time. Oh, cool. Got some people from Argentina. Nice. So I'll be checking out a lot more cool stuff on the Crystal Isles map, you know, in the next day or two. But I'm going to start probably by making a guide on all the best starting locations, the starting zones. So keep an eye out for that because we'll have some really great content coming your way really soon. I'm really excited about this map, you guys. It is just stunning and it's so much fun. Like, we have never had a map as beautiful as the Crystal Isles. So I am definitely looking forward to showing you guys all about this area. So on the mod version, there are explorers notes, so I'm assuming they will be back in the final version, probably even more so than before, but they've probably moved a lot of them. Check this out. This would actually be a really cool place to live. You can go and build up on these plateaus down below the floating isles. I mean, there is just way too many awesome places. I need to explore so much more, you guys. This is crazy. Yeah, I actually checked out the honey and underwater cave during my guide on the best base locations on the mod version of the Crystal Isles, so check that out if you guys have not seen that. Wow, we got some people from Saudi Arabia. That's awesome. Welcome. Glad to have you. Don't think I'm going to have time to go to the aquatic area today, but it's been really fun showing you guys around the Crystal Isles map. This has been amazing. I am so excited about this crazy awesome map. It's all good. So, yeah, definitely, if anybody has not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications, because this is just the start of all the awesome content we'll be bringing you very soon. Wow, we got somebody from Germany. That's awesome. So, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you subscribe. Be sure to give a like to this video if you enjoyed it as much as I did. That actually helps us out a lot. Yes, there are wyverns in this whole area. As far as I can tell, there are no rock drakes. So, no rock drakes in the Crystal Isles from what it looks like. And as far as I know, I've heard it will be at least a couple weeks to maybe a month before Crystal Isles comes out on console, but some people are saying September. Hopefully that's not going to be the case, but we'll see. We'll just have to keep an eye out on the news. But if you guys subscribe, I'll make sure to let you guys know as soon as there is any news on when the Crystal Isles comes out on console. Oh, cool. Welcome from the Netherlands. That's awesome. So, Chris, supposedly there's Genesis creatures in this forest area, but I haven't seen any yet. But they have said that there will be gotchas and gas bags. We'll have to see if those actually show up. Thank you. Love you guys too. Oh, yes, Maka. So it told me that I had to be level 65 to even try to feed a crystal wyvern. So I'm guessing that will probably be the case for any level crystal wyvern, but we'll have to see. They might actually let you do lower levels. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Gen of Games, this is a free DLC. The Crystal Isles map is completely free DLC. You don't have to buy it, don't have to pay for it. It's just going to be free for you, and that's it. I actually just downloaded mine on the Steam store from PC, and totally free of charge. And it's available right now for anybody who's playing PC. Oh, nice. We got some cattails here, which means we can get plant species X seeds over here. That's great. Looks like there's a lot of crocodiles, though. Not a fan of that. You know, anime, we've been meaning to get some Pokemon going again. We've actually done some Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on our console co-op couple channel. So, yeah, if anybody wants to see my wife and I play games together, definitely check that out. She is way more fun to watch than I am. So if you like our streams on Arc, you'll definitely like some of our stuff that we do on console co-op. So check that out. If you go to the homepage of this channel and look at the top, you'll see that channel. You can subscribe and check out some of our videos there. Oh, cool. Welcome from Iceland. This is so fun meeting people from all over the world. Belgium, that's awesome. So, unfortunately, it looks like liquefied dinos are not on the Crystal Isles map official version, and we'll see if we find them, but as far as I know, they will not be here. The flak cannon does some pretty decent damage. I'll have to turn it on to where I can actually see the damage numbers, but you know, it's pretty cool. It actually fires grenades, and I'm willing to bet. Oh, I didn't mean to kill that tree. It was such a nice tree. So these grenades are probably the same power as regular grenades because they're the same grenades. You actually just load regular grenades into its inventory and you can shoot them. So that's pretty cool. Wow, this forest is so awesome. I can't wait to play around in here too. There's like so many places you can just walk up these tree roots and find great little plateaus that are safe to build on. Gosh, I gotta stop getting distracted. I'm trying to, like, you know, say goodbye to everybody, and I just keep finding more awesome content. This is just so beautiful. Hey, Canadian, welcome. Ah, cool. Somebody from Germany? That's awesome. Alberta, very cool. So fun chatting with people from all over the world, man. So, you guys, I have had so much fun chatting with all of you. I've had so much fun exploring this awesome island. Oh, yeah, okay. So, real quick before I go, this is the new Tropeognathus dinosaur. It's a pterosaur for anybody who wants to correct me. It's the new flyer on Arc Crystal Isles, and it's amazing. It's a jet engine, jet fighter, has a built in rocket launcher on its saddle. You can make it saddle at level 65, and it's pretty awesome. I really love this thing. Oh, cool. Welcome from Syria and Utah. So, Shoto, it looks like it'll probably be out for console in a couple weeks to a couple months. We're just not really sure yet. But it will definitely, I would be surprised if it's out in less than 2 weeks on console. But we'll be doing a lot of videos on the new Crystal Isles official map. So, you know, you'll be able to enjoy it and, you know, kind of experience it secondhand at least until it comes out officially. Oh, welcome from Panama. That's awesome. Hey, welcome from UK, France. That's so cool, you guys. Yeah, if anybody's from, I'm from the US. I'm actually from Florida, North Florida. Just hot enough to be great, but not quite hot enough to be like the tropics. Wow, I think we need some more dinosaurs over here. This is crazy. Look what we just stumbled upon. Okay, Croc versus Capro versus frogs versus raptors. What even happened here? That was just crazy. Okay, gonna pretend I didn't see that. Walk away. Walk away. So this is basically, this whole biome is almost brand new. This was just flat land before on the mod version. So it's Mag. I'm actually have this guy running on gasoline, and I used a admin command to give him infinite stamina. So he might actually be using up stamina while I'm using this. It's most likely he would be. Oh my gosh, there's too many crocs. Too many crocodiles. So I think he will actually run out of stamina. but they do say this guy has like the highest stamina of any flyers. So we'll see how that goes when it's actually normal stamina. I'll do some testing. I'll do a guide on how to tame a Tropeognathus very soon, and we'll try to come up with some good tips and tricks to make it really easy to tame a Tropeognathus. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell to enable all notifications, and it'll tell you when I have that video come out. Oh, Emmy Fisher, welcome. Oh, cool. You're from Australia. That's awesome. And Idaho, very cool. Yeah, you're actually catching us at the very tail end of the stream, Emmy. I was just kind of saying my goodbyes, but this is the official Crystal Isles map. This is our first look at the Crystal Isles, and I will definitely post a replay of this. I usually edit my live streams, but I'm just going to make this one live right away so you guys can really appreciate and enjoy this new map because it is stunning. I'll tell you what, Emmy, since you are a big channel supporter and a channel member, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the desert before we go. Because the desert area is right here and it's really cool. So the purple stuff from the tail of this dino is actually a jet engine. This is a jet-powered flyer, and it's pretty insane. It's really fun. So yeah, it runs on jet engine. It runs on gasoline, and it has a built-in grenade launcher. So it's basically just a jet fighter. It's pretty awesome. As far as I know, they should have some PC official servers coming out very soon. Oh no, your internet's been out for a week. Well, it's good timing to have it back because this new Crystal Isles map is amazing. It's only on PC for now, but should be coming out on console hopefully soon. I never get my hopes up too high with Wild Cards releases, but hopefully it will be pretty soon. So we have crystal wyverns on this new map. They're pretty fun. Oh, that's awesome. So everybody, this has been super fun. I wish I could just keep playing for hours, but I do have to get back to work, unfortunately. But check it out. We do have griffins. The griffins are still here. They're just not crystal griffins. Thank you so much, apricots are good. Everybody please give apricots a big thank you. It's actually like the third time he's given us a tip on this stream. We really appreciate it. That's awesome. That's actually a really good question about are there special crystals. So I've mined a couple of the crystals and they just dropped regular crystal. But I'll definitely have to check that out. Let me actually see if I can find one that should be safe to grab. I think a lot of these are purely decorative. But let's just check this out, see what happens. I spawned in a pickaxe just so I could try this. Alright, get my UI back. And looks like these are for decorative purposes only. But might be able to harvest some of them. So far, no good. Now, some of the smaller crystal formations I have been able to harvest, but I've just gotten regular crystal. So I'm not sure that they'll be like on the mod version where you get these really cool Crystal Isles exclusive types of crystal. But let's just see if I can survive down here for a second. Hopefully nothing comes and kills me. Oh, a Doedicurus. Thank goodness. Oops, sorry, tree. Lots of Doedicurus. That's great. Okay, I was wondering where to get those. Alright, regular crystal again. It is only the smallest crystals we can harvest, it looks like. And so far I'm only getting regular crystals. So I'm thinking it might... Oh, is that a... Yeah, that's a Thylacoleo. Goodbye. I am done here. Okay. So, Doedicurus right here. Good to know. I'm going to pull out my GPS real quick. And this is actually partly for my reference too. So it turns out we can find Doedicurus right here because that's like the first thing I go for when I start playing Ark. It's Doedicurus and beavers. So, very cool. Well, guys, this has been lots of fun. It is totally free. Crystal Isles is a free DLC map, and you can get it right now on the Steam store if you're playing Ark on PC. So, yeah, actually, it looks like it might be where we actually have to kill some of the tropical crystal wyverns to get the crystals to feed them. But we'll see. I'm actually going to do some experimenting later, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I find all that out. I won't be doing a boss today because I'm just about out of time, unfortunately. I have actually played Arc Mobile a little bit, but I mostly stick to PC because it just looks stunning and it has all the expansions, and so that's what you'll see me playing most of the time. Oh no, Emmy, your internet's being stupid again. I'm so sorry. Well, this will be posted as a replay. You guys can watch it right away as soon as we finish this stream, and you can watch the entire thing. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there are no rock drakes, which I'm totally okay with because those things are crazy. Yeah, you should definitely download this if you can. It's amazing. Sailor, I think the Crystal Isles is about the same size as Ragnarok. It's massive. Yep, Rock Drake has been removed. Griffin stayed. All right, it's Mag. You can definitely have a shout out. Anybody else want a quick shout out before we wrap up this stream? If anybody is just joining us, right around here, I'm going to show you where I found a wild Tropeognathus in the Crystal Isles map, and also some wild tropical wyverns. So right here, this is the place I've been saying on the mod version would probably be a really awesome place to live, and so far that's been spot on. So check it out. Right around here, I saw a Tropeo just floating around, and then he actually landed in the swamp area down here. So it seems like they behave a lot like a Tapehara. Although from what I hear, if you attack one, they will attack you back. So they are neutral instead of being passive. And still haven't seen that tropical wyvern, but there was one just milling around out here. So we'll see if he shows up. Oh no, too many people to shout out. All right, Chris Boyd, Monster Man, the Stupid Bros. I'll give you guys all a shout out. All right, Gen of Games. Very cool. So, guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap up this stream, although it is becoming sunset, and from what I can tell, at least on the mod version. Oh, hey, check it out. Here's that wyvern. It looks like he got stuck. So when I ran up to him, he is not aggressive, which is great. And it told me I had to be level 65 to feed him. So that's what I know about crystal wyverns so far. So we'll see how that holds up. Looks like the crocodiles are still here on this version. So I was hoping they might be gone, but looks like there's lots of them actually. Lots of sarcos around here. And I don't even know what he's eating, but does that look like a saber tooth to you guys? I don't even know. So anyway, this is the Crystal Isles official map. It is even better than the mod. That sounds like that's a lot, but it is so much better than the mod version. It's just amazing. And I am so excited to play this on official. Oh, press C to... Whoa, you guys. Okay. Okay. Every time I think I'm going to wrap up this stream, somebody tells me something awesome. Okay, so if you're flying and you hit the C button, you will do this crazy maneuver here. Wow. Okay, so we officially have jet fighters, and they are amazing. So if you're flying, you can use the shift button to sprint. C button does these crazy backflips in midair. And yeah, we're going to have jet fighter dogfights on these new pterosaurs. Does it get any better than that? I mean, seriously. Chris Boyd, that's exactly what's happening. I keep trying to wrap up and I'm, playing for 10 more minutes. This is why I can't get anything done. I'm actually not sure when the official servers go up. Yeah, if I tap double space, I do this wing attack, which it actually knocks trees down, and it might knock people off their dinos. It might push dinos off cliffs. Actually, I want to try that real quick. So yeah, the new Tropeognathus is amazing. Yeah, this is fire right here. He is pretty insane. So I don't know, you guys. Would you rather see a guide on the starting zones or a guide on the Tropeognathus first? I'm gonna probably work on both very soon, but first I'll go ahead and post the replay of this so you guys can see how amazing and epic this map is. Let's see if I can find something to push off a cliff. I'm so mean, aren't I? I'm just like, let me see if I can find a helpless dino that I can just launch off the edge of a cliff just to show people. Oh, where's a dino when you need it, right? Okay, I do want to see what this looks like at nighttime. So Emmy, I'm not actually sure when it comes out on Xbox. The estimate is anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months, it sounds like, but I am really looking forward to it when it does. All right, let me do this. Okay, I just want to check this out at nighttime because the mod version had all these cool glowing lights in the water, and I want to see if they're still here. Looks like we do have... Whoa, is that... Okay, that's all... Is that crystal? Dang. So we do have some glowing stuff, but it's nothing near as cool as it used to be on the mod version, actually, which is surprising. We used to be able to see all this cool glow-in-the-dark seaweed and stuff, so... I'm actually not seeing it at night on this version, which is kind of crazy, but what is this? We do have the glowing mushrooms and the glowing clams. That's pretty cool. So I do like that. Looks like a lot of the forests are still bioluminescent. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So it still has the glowing mushrooms. So at least there's that. The crystals still glow a little bit too. I love this maneuver, man. I am so excited you guys taught me that. Okay. Wow, this looks really cool at night. So you guys, this map is amazing. I do have to wrap this up. Yeah, I'm sorry, Emmy. It might be a little while before it does come to Xbox, but you know, as soon as it does, this is going to be so worth the wait. You guys can see how amazing this is because I'll be playing a lot of Crystal Isles content very soon. Yeah, I don't think the rock drakes are here at all, let alone rock drake eggs. So that's one thing that's going to be changed on the official version. Well, guys, I think I'm going to land. I'm going to have to wrap up this stream, unfortunately, because this has been so much fun. I hate to stop. Yeah, a couple people have been saying it would come out on console at the same time, but it looks like it's actually going to be a little while. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've really enjoyed chatting with a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys have actually been new, which is awesome. Thanks. Definitely tried to make it a fun, good stream for everybody. Yes, Cherish. There are definitely different colored wyverns. I've seen lots of colors so far. Oh, well, cool. So glad you just found the channel. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to enable all notifications because this is just the beginning. I'm going to do so many more guides and tours on the Crystal Isles map. Oh, thank you so much for subbing. I so appreciate it, you guys. Yeah, that's true. So if you guys are playing on console, you have the new birthday event, and a lot of people have said that the Tropeognathus that I've been flying on will actually start spawning on console right away. So please let me know in the comments if you guys see that on console. I would love to know. Oh no, Jinx, you just tuned in. Well, I am just ending the stream, but in the next, I don't know, hour or so, you should be able to watch the entire replay, so I will leave that on my channel. Oh, thanks. I will let Jen know you guys want to see more of her playing too. So we'll see if she might join us online sometime soon. I always love having her as a guest. Oh, well, that's great. Thank you, Cherish. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've actually got tons of content on this channel and got live streams, let's plays, and actually a lot of helpful guides. So, that's going to be coming out more, and there's a lot to watch already. So be sure to check it out. Watch a bunch of videos while you guys are waiting for this map. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. This has been super fun. I've really enjoyed chatting with all of you guys, and hopefully, we'll be able to chat more often. Just make sure you've got those notifications turned on because I am really bad about giving you guys the heads up on when I'm going to be streaming. They're mostly surprise streams. So, yeah, that way you won't miss out on other streams later. All right. Well, I will see all of you soon. Thank you so much for watching. It's been lots of fun. Have a great rest of your day, and let me know what you guys think of Crystal Isles when you try it out yourselves.